Hello everybody, so today's video is over a case that I actually stumbled across while doing research for another video, and while just looking at like the bare bones of the details of this case, I knew I had to talk about it. I do want to say there's really not a whole lot of information, but uh, I think it's something we really need to talk about because this case is actually getting another look at because she may or may not, although it's unlikely, they're saying she could be connected to a serial killer that was recently caught by the name of Rex Heuermann. And if you don't know about Rex Heuermann, well, let me tell you about him. He is the suspected serial killer of the Gilgo Beach murders, and this was all over the news I think within the last few months, of somehow or another he's being connected to a bunch of murders of mostly women. I think it might all be women. But yeah, he is a suspected serial killer. And there is a tiny little thread that is possibly connecting him to Aaliyah, although it's very small. And when I saw that, I was just like, oh my gosh. Even if they're not connected, re-looking at this case could actually be good. They could have like a fresh pair of eyes go over this, and something could be found. So I wanted to talk about that and tell you about the case of Aaliyah Bell. So let's go ahead and get into this. All the links I used for research will be down below, like always. So Aaliyah was a student at Phoenix Academy on Flint Street in Rock Hill, South Carolina, at the time of her disappearance. So Phoenix Academy is a non-traditional high school with a flexible schedule that offers online classes as well as face-to-face instruction twice a week. She attended school the day of her disappearance, and after high school, she planned to become a hairstylist. 2 nights before Thanksgiving in 2014, she would disappear without a trace. At the time, she was 18 years old. It was November 25th, 2014, when police say Aaliyah left her aunt and uncle's home after dinner and made a walk she had done dozens of times before. It was later in the day and raining, but no one was really concerned or thought anything really of it or was worried. The walk was only a half-mile total in her neighborhood, and she was trying to make her way back to her godmother's home, and that is why she was making her little trip. There was reportedly no signs of a struggle on her path on Chestnut Street, and police believe she didn't run away. It was reported that Aaliyah had been wired $100 by a family member for Black Friday shopping, and she had been in a good state of mind that day. And this is a quote from Erin Pickett, her aunt, and she says, "When she left Uncle Bobby's home, she was typical Aaliyah, upbeat. She said she would come back tomorrow, and tomorrow came and she didn't show up." End quote. There have been possible sightings of her in other parts of the state, uh, as well as North Carolina, but police say that none of them were her. Her family says she wouldn't have accepted a ride from a stranger or someone she didn't trust. They also believe she may not have left voluntarily, and if she did, someone or something may be preventing her from returning home. Now, you might be wondering, like, where's all the other details? That's the thing. We don't have those details. We don't know, at least I could not find, um, when she was reported missing, uh, what anybody says, like her godmother says about her not coming there. I don't know, like, the investigation part of it. I don't know the searches. I don't know anything like that. So I just know that she was supposed to be going to her godmother's home. She's going on this walk, and then suddenly she's gone. There's no signs of struggle. And everybody's just saying, like, it's strange. She wouldn't just up and leave like this. And that is quite literally all I have for you in the terms of that actual case and not like the investigation part of it. So that is what I was saying when I say I don't have a whole lot of information. I don't have the investigation. I really don't. But in November 2020, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, or NCMEC, released an age-progressed photo of what Aaliyah may look like at 24 years old. In 2023, police reviewed her case again after the Gilgo Beach serial killer Rex Heuermann was arrested. At the time, he had owned a property in Chester, South Carolina, and she had disappeared near his property. Like, they were very close together. Like, I saw some articles say, like, where she was, um, or like where she was staying and like where his property was like either right down the road or just like a couple blocks away. So that is like the very tiny thread connecting them together, is that he lived very close to her. So far, police said that there's no indication that Rex is a suspect in her case. And this is another quote from Aaron Pickett. Just have to keep our faith and stay strong. We just know she's still out there. We're just hoping and praying she just comes home. End quote. And then another quote from another one of her aunts, Lorraine Hall. She says, I just want clarity. I just want closure. I just want to feel whole again. End quote. So the description of Aaliyah. She is 5'6", 145 pounds, and she was last seen wearing a black pea coat, gray leggings or jogging pants, neon blue and green shoes, and a silver lip ring. She has black hair, brown eyes, and has stars tattooed on the left side of her abdomen. She may use the last name Hall, or Hall Bell. And that is the case of Aaliyah Bell. If you have any information that could be of help in this case, you are urged to contact Rock Hill Police Department at 803-329-7200. Again, the phone number is 803-329-7200. So, like I said, I initially stumbled across this case, was going through the facts of it, and the Rex Heuermann thing really just made me go, because although it is, as they're saying, very unlikely that he had anything to do with it, the fact that she lived so close to where he owned that property, and knowing what he is being accused of doing, is just, it made me want to talk about it, because there is always a chance, no matter how slim, that she could have been a victim of his. And I just thought that them going in and reviewing the case again was interesting, because they're putting eyes back over this, a case that has not been talked about for 9 years, almost 10 years, and sometimes coming back all these years later could probably help. With that being said, I have no other information for you. I don't know what they've done in terms of investigating. I would hope that they're still investigating. Um, but if there's ever any updates, of course, I will tell you guys about them. But let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think that someone just kind of snatched her? Do you think maybe she knew whoever took her, and that's why there was no signs of a struggle? Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. I honestly don't know what I think. Obviously, she was taken. I don't think she would run away, just by what everybody is saying. Um, but I don't know. There's just like not enough here for me to make a decision on what I think happened. But let me know your thoughts down below, like always. Thank you so much for listening to Aaliyah's story, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye, guys.